Welcome to the festival. Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers.
I can't tell you how excited I am to be on right now. It's been a couple of weeks of excitement, getting prepared, and I've done a lot of things in my life, but this has got to be close to the top.
Thank you, and ReadersMagnet, and thank you, John, for putting this forth and taking the chance on us authors in presenting this out to the world.
I've enjoyed this immensely, Joanne.
Ellie, so have I. Thank you for who you are, and thank you, ReadersMagnet. You all are beautiful, and you've worked so very hard, and we are blessed.
We are.
I thank everybody that's involved with this process, because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers. We thank ReadersMagnet and everybody that's involved. I love ReadersMagnet. They say, we share your stories with the world.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lynda Daniele, and I'm happy to be here today with ReadersMagnet, which is a wonderful platform to be able to have authors present their work, and also, why they want to present their work and why they have written the books that they've written. So I'm really, really happy to be here, and I'm very grateful for ReadersMagnet for helping in this project. This is very unusual, I think, because it is designed for authors to showcase their own work instead of the publishers, doing that for us. So this is an exciting time. I'm glad to say that I've been able to meet some of the other authors and through roundtables and different discussions during this fair. And I've really had a good time. So we hope to continue that. So today is day 3. And I am the author of 2 little books. The first one here is called Grandpa Nick's Bump, which is about my husband and the 4 little children that live across the street who are now in college and in high school. They asked him one day to be their grandfather, and he said that he would be happy to do that. He would be very glad to do that. And unfortunately, he passed away about 4 months after they asked him to be their grandfather. So this is that story. And then the second little book that I have is called Grandpa Nick the Conductor, where my husband and my son were both trolley operators at a local trolley museum. And we had a lot of fun times together. And that's what this story is. And I kept the caricature because the real picture of Grandpa Nick is this one. And I think that the picture, the caricature, goes pretty well with that. And he always had a pencil in his ear as well. That's an engineer thing, I think. Yesterday I concentrated on the artwork for Grandpa Nick's Bump, and I explained how the children drew the pictures. I gave them a blank book, each of them I made, with the words of the book underneath, and they did the artwork, but then I scanned their artwork and I sent it into this is Christian Faith Publishing. I sent it into their artists, and they used the children's artwork to be able to draw the pictures for the book, and they really did an excellent job. I am republishing this book with ReadersMagnet as well, which is coming up really soon. So I did talk about the artwork pretty much at length yesterday of Grandpa Nick's bump. So today I thought I would do something a little different, and I'm going to talk about the artwork in Grandpa Nick the Conductor. And so here's the cover. And this is a true story. My books are true stories. Grandpa Nick's bump is 100% true. And this one is true, but it is also, I enhanced it with some imagination. Okay, as my granddaughter would say, my imagination sight. So this is Grandpa Nick the Conductor. And this is a picture that I love of my husband and I. And we had gone to a concert in Boston, and my girlfriend took this picture. This was our 25th wedding anniversary, quite a while ago now. And you can see he was happy. He was just a bubbly, silly kind of guy. And that's one of the reasons that these books kind of are so much fun, because I'm just bringing out his personality. But I wanted to show you again what the artwork was. So what I did was I drew my picture. I can't draw. So I drew my pictures. And this is my first one of the trolley barn in Grandpa Nick the Conductor. And I gave them like little instructions here and there. I did put in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit dove. In my books, the children, when they read it, or when somebody reads it to the children, they have to find the little Holy Spirit dove, because the Holy Spirit is always with us. Even if we can't see the Holy Spirit, he's always with us. So they have to look for the dove on these pictures. So again, this is the trolley barn that I drew. I can't draw with beans, so, and I know that. But this is what the artist did. I think they took my idea anyway, and they did an excellent job. If I can get over here to the right. There's the trolley barn. Okay. I'm going to turn it a little bit more. And up in the sky is the Holy Spirit dove. So again, the children have to look for that Holy Spirit. And it's a New England barn. Just a little bit of little history. Here's a New England barn. Whoops, live broadcasts. I'm going to shut that off. There we go. So here's whoops, that didn't work. Hold on.
You have reached 569-54.
That's just gonna keep going.
Take care and God bless.
Okay, I think it's off now. I'm sorry about that, but that's what happens when you broadcast live from home in your kitchen. Okay, so here is the trolley barn that they drew. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. There I go. The trolley barn that they drew. And what I love is that they did the words in like an old, remember the old Silent Day screens from the silent movies? And that's what they did. They did this, the white print with the black background, just like a silent movie screen, which I really think is cool. So that was my picture of the trolley barn. And then I drew another one here. And this is Pearl Mountain number 3. And it's the trolley that we're talking about in the story. Okay, Pearl Mountain number 3. And I tried to make like a pearl shell. And over here is a flashlight. Whoops, backwards again. Over here is a little flashlight. And they're going into the barn and they're looking. They're looking for something in the barn. I wonder what it could be. Okay. And it's very dark. And I put a little note here that says, hiding Holy Spirit stuff somewhere. Sign on the trolley is lit by a flashlight only. So I gave them kind of some instructions with the artwork that I wanted them to do. And this is what they came up with, which I was very, very happy with. So here's what they took from my artwork. There's the little dovey. Holy Spirit dove is in the window. And it's Pearl Mountain number, and the 3 is in the binding. And then they kept the same print again. They came up with that. I didn't do that. This one is a Reader's Magnet. Reader's Magnet artists did this, and I absolutely love it. But I think that they followed along with what I wanted. They even have the flashlight here, and they have the pearl shell on the old-fashioned trolley, you know. And it's only lit by the flashlight, which is what I wanted. Okay. Then they're looking for something in the barn. Well, I'm not going to tell you what was in the barn, but I can tell you that this is another picture that's part of the story. And this is a picture of Grandpa Nick. And again, I'm not an artist at all. I don't even pretend to be an artist. But this is what I drew. Okay. And I gave some specific instructions of what I wanted them to do. I'll get a little closer here for you so you can see it. Okay. And Grandpa Nick picks up the kittens and puts them under his jacket to keep them warm. And it's a dark trolley barn background. And the old trolley barn is very dirty. It's very dirty. That was part of my notes that I gave to the Reader's Magnet artists. And let's see if I can find that page. I'm skipping in the story a little bit. Here we go. This is the picture that they came up with, which is pretty cool. It's pretty much like what I wanted. I was very, very happy with the artwork in this book. And the little dove is on Nick's hat. It's on Grandpa Nick's hat. And there's a little kitty up here too. If I go really close, maybe you can see it. There we go. Okay. And there's a lamp there, but it's on. I really wanted just, darkness and light, because the whole idea kind of is that Grandpa Nick brought a lot of light into the world. And that's what we're called to do. We're called to bring light into the world. That's what we do. Let's see if I can find another picture here for you. Please type in the chat if anybody would like to ask any questions. Right now, there's nothing there. So if you're watching, please type in the chat so that we can talk to each other. And maybe if you have any questions or whatever that you'd like to have me answer, just please do. I'll be happy to help out. So this is another one. Here's our little kitties. And Grandpa Nick's trying to find a home for all these kitties. Okay. And they're saying, oh no, we don't want a cat. Nope, we don't want any. But then this gentleman in the middle, he likes it. He likes those kittens. We'll see what he does. And then what was interesting was when I drew it, I did like a pointing finger when I drew it. My son said, we don't want that. My son said, why don't we give a thumbs up instead of a pointing finger? He said, that looks like there's something wrong. But he said, do a thumbs up. So this is what Reader's Magnet did when we changed it. That's exactly what they did. Whoops. They did it. He did it. Grandpa Nick's doing a thumbs up. Let's see if I can get closer here for you. Right? Oh, I struggle with this. Okay, so there's some kitties, and the two standing men are saying, oh, we don't want anybody. We don't want any kittens. But the man kneeling down is like, I'll think about it. And Grandpa Nick again has thumbs up. And the little dove is on top of his head, and it's snowing out. It's winter. Okay. And we have that beautiful print with the silent movie print as well. Let me see. Oh, this one is the next one. Let me see here. We did have some chat that was on yesterday's broadcast, and I didn't get a chance to answer those. And maybe, I don't know if somebody is there, but if they could put up yesterday's chat as well, maybe I can answer some of those questions. But this is the other one where there's some children. They're on the trolley. And again, I can't draw. I'm not an artist. But they each have a little kitty in their hand. Okay? Then this is what Reader's Magnet came up with, which I was very, very happy with. Get this one again. Here they are. And the Holy Spirit, I don't know if you can see the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit's on the floor there. And the children are in the trolley. Right? There we go. Let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, yes. Here is Grandpa Nick on the heavenly trolley that I drew. He's on the heavenly trolley. And again, the mechanical parts of it, I'm not very good at either. But you get the idea. He has a little kitty on his shoulder. And the dove ends up being in the sky on this one. But it's interesting because on a real trolley, you just have like a pole with a handle on it. It looks kind of like a little steering wheel. A little bit different. And then you have your poles here. Your poles here. And because up above, on a trolley up above, you have the electrical wires that the pole goes on, and that's what that's from. Margaret says, "Hello, Lynda. What inspired you to release another book?" I thank you for asking that. I really, really enjoy writing. I really enjoy writing, and I found that I had more ideas and more memories of things that happened that maybe children would like. So that's basically it. I just enjoy writing so much, and I thought, well, I'm just going to keep going now that I've started. I haven't been doing this very long, 3.5 years. I've always written. I did poetry. I did all sorts of different little stories when I was little. I used to play when I was little. I played librarian, and I had with my golden books, and I put a little book card in there that said Lynda's Lending Library. So I always played librarian, and I love reading. I absolutely love it. So I'm not very good at it all the time, and I don't always finish things, but I do love it. So here is Grandpa Nick driving the heavenly trolley. And this is what Reader's Magnet folks did. Their artists I'm so happy with the artwork. This is what Reader's Magnet folks did. So Grandpa Nick is driving the heavenly trolley, and up in the sky is the little Holy Spirit dove. Okay. And then yesterday I did the little rap song that's at the back of the book. There is a little rap song here. Excuse me. And this is the trolley whistle song, and with the rainbow, of course. And the trolley whistle, it's talking about trolley whistle language. And it says, 1 whistle means to stop. 2 whistles means to go. Many short whistles mean danger. Get your trolley whistle, recorder, trumpet, tambourine, and instruments ready. 4 for 4 beats. Play your instruments on the whistle, refrain, and rap. I think I'm going to do this again. I did it yesterday and it was fun. And when it comes to the bear, the animal on this, you can change the animal if you're working with children. You can change the animal. It could be a lion or a tiger or monkey, whatever you want it to be. So you can keep singing the song over and over. So here's 4 for 4. And we'll do that. 1, 2, 3. I am the conductor and we're going on a trip. I am the conductor and we're going on a trip. Do, do. Let's keep going on this beautiful day. The sun is shining and we're on our way. Do, do. It's time to stop and let folks off. Do. Let's get going again. Let's get going. Do, do. Oh no, there's a bear on the tracks. Danger. Do, 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 do. He's okay. He's moving off the tracks. Do, do. We're going back to the station. Do, do. It's time to stop the trolley at our destination. Do. Hope you had a time that's jolly, riding with me on the heavenly trolley. Do, do, ta-da. So that's basically that song. There goes my phone again. So I'm going to just see if I can. I don't know if that's not going to work. Okay, so that is pretty much the artwork that I have. There's some pages again that I skipped. Oh, let's see. Ethan Lee says, Grandpa Nick's Bump was truly a heartwarming children's book, and I am certain this new one will offer lessons to young readers out there. Yes, I think it does. I think one of the things that it talks about a little bit is perseverance. That, even though things are hard, you keep going. You just keep going. You don't stop. You just keep going. You can have a hard day, and we do have hard days. The children in Grandpa Nick's Bump had a hard day. We all did when Grandpa Nick died. But most of the days are good, and we have to concentrate on that. I like to think about joy and love and being positive and putting positive light out there, because I think, for me anyway, that's what we're called to do. We're called to be light to people. We never know. We can be sitting next to somebody in a cafeteria and they've got the weight of the world on their shoulders, and something like a smile or a glass of water, can I help you with something? Or, gee, it's a great day. Anything. It doesn't cost a penny, but it can make that person's day. Maybe that smile's the only smile they see for the whole day or the whole week. We don't know. So perspective is very important, in that we want to perceive ourselves and others as being the light for everybody. And the way the world's a little crazy sometimes. It seems that way. And I think that if we can, just one person at a time, help to try to make the world a happy place, and to think about how children do that every day anyway. It's just natural for little children to be able to be happy. If they're unhappy, there's a reason for it. And the same thing with adults. We all want to be happy, but even more important than happiness is joy. Very important. What other Grandpa Nick's books do you plan to write and release? Good question. Thank you. One of the books that I'm going to be doing is called The Adventures of Grandpa Nick and the Model A. And the Model A is an old-fashioned car like this one that I'm pointing to. Oops, backwards. This one. And it's a story. We do own a 1931 Model A car that is registered as a regular car It runs in the highway, everything. It's a really good car, and it's 90 years old. And we named her a long time ago. We named the car Nellie. So this is the story of all the different adventures that we had with Nellie the car. And what I can do, since you asked that wonderful question, is I have a little snippet of what I've written so far, just a little bit, on the adventures of Grandpa Nick and the Model A. And I thought I would share this with you. And so the car is talking, okay? The people in this don't talk. Only the car talks. This is for children. I think it's going to be a chapter book like for 3rd and 4th grade. And this is when I met my husband. And so these are true stories, but from the car Nellie's point of view. And she, in the story, she calls my husband Nicky Nick. Okay. And there's a reason for that. But when I get the book out, you'll be able to find out what that is. So here's just part of it. Okay. Let me just see if I can do this. And it's just draft. One very special day, Nicky Nick met a girl named Lynda. That's me. He really liked her. The three of us went on picnics, rode in parades, and ran errands. One day, Nick asked me, Nellie, should I get married? Nicky Nick always asked me very important questions. Yes, as best I could. Yep, that's what I'm going to do, Nicky Nick said. Nicky Nick was planning something special for Lynda. I could see smiles in his eyes. I wasn't sure where we were going, but off we went to pick up Lynda. Nicky Nick had flowers in my cab vases that were pink with white and long rose-colored ribbons. She got in my cab and said, What's this? Flowers for Nellie? Oh my, I didn't know they were for me, I thought. Nicky Nick and Lynda giggled a little as we drove to dinner at a theater and saw the musical Good News. Boy meets girl, girl meets boy, and they fall in love. They came out of the theater singing lovely songs and laughing. They had a musical competition going home about who knew the most Broadway songs. Nicky Nick won. I wonder what Broadway is. I don't know, but they're happy, and that's good news. When he was driving home, Nicky Nick took a wrong turn and confused Lynda a little. Why are you going this way? She asked. Oh, I guess I was going to take you home, he supposed. He surprised himself, I think, and turned around to Lynda's house. He turned off my engine, and they laughed and talked a long time. Then Nicky Nick got a little nervous and tapped my leather cushions a little and said, Since I almost took you home, I should probably marry you. What do you think? Yes, 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 she cried. Hoo, chugga chugga, lots of lava, I thought to myself. And that's how I met my husband. So that's just a little snippet of Grandpa Nick, the adventures of Grandpa Nick and the Model A car. So again, the car is the one talking. Precious Margarina says, Hi, Lynda. I'm happy to see you here. It's my 3rd time now watching your live session. Yay. It's so nice to have you. I'm enjoying this. This is so odd because I'm actually sitting in my kitchen and I'm talking to myself. So it's nice to know that somebody's actually listening and I'm not totally cracking up, right? Okay, Jessica says, sounds funny, Lynda. Kids will love this book for sure. It is funny. And the voice, I'm still working on getting the voice younger. Like there's a silly part here. Oh, okay. This is about the wedding itself. Okay, so again, it's Nellie the car talking. All right. In autumn, I was so proud to be Nicky Nick's and Lynda's wedding car. I carried them like a prince and princess, with flowers in my cab and a sign on my bumper that said, Just married. At their wedding reception, their best man made a toast to Nicky Nick and Lynda and said, Nick is like a miner digging for gold for many years, and he finally found it in Lynda. Ooh, gold, shiny. I like shiny, I giggled to myself. So that's a little part of Nellie. She's very young. I think my granddaughter's like 5, and I think that my Nellie, my car, is going to be like 5 years old, and the stories are happy, and they're all true stories. But again, that is taken from the point of view of the car itself. So I'm just looking and seeing that our time. I can't believe how fast the sessions go here. Michael says, "Hi, Lynda, you have an interesting book. Hoping to read this book to my kids soon." Well, once it comes out, it might. I wanted it to be out for Christmas, but I don't think that that's going to happen. We're still in the draft stage, and I have a long way to go, but we are working on that. And just so that you know, this is my little website, LyndaDanieleBooks.com. And if anybody's interested in any of the books, you can get my books at Amazon and Barnes and Noble, Books A Million. They have it. Any of the major bookstores will have it as well. And also, if anybody's interested, I think that my books would make a great Christmas present for people as well. So, and I can't believe it, but we're almost in November, and Christmas will be here soon. And so I really, really enjoyed this time. I will not be here tomorrow on the 27th, but I will be here Friday on the 28th at 4:30 again. And I hope to see everybody here. And also Saturday on the 29th at 12:30. I'm so happy I get the honor, really, of being the author of the hour at 12:30 on the 29th. That's this Saturday coming up. And that's Eastern Standard Time. That afternoon, I will not be there for 4:30. I will not be here on the 30th or the 31st, but I will be here November 1st through the 6th. November 1st through the 6th, again, all at 4:30. And the 6th, November 6th, is our last day. So please feel free if you go to my website and you can type in any questions that you might have or contact me, please feel free to do that. And I look forward to seeing you again on Friday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I just like to say thank you for viewing, and have a great evening, and just enjoy and be peaceful. We're all trying to be good. Have a great day. Bye-bye.